Do you have those times when Zeratul comes in and bursts you down and without anyone on your team noticing and he's out within 2 seconds? I'm guessing you do, so the best way to stop this from happening is watching this video. This is 5 ways to counter Zeratul in 3 minutes. Welcome ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host BloodThirstyLord, and this is the first way to counter Zeratul. You have to pick Tassadar. Tassadar is a very strong pick against Zeratul in my opinion, even with a low win rate. He still brings sustain to the team and vision for his team. His trait, which is called the Oracle, does give him vision for 5 seconds and is also able to detect stealth heroes. And since Zeratul is always in stealth because of his trait, this hero is very useful to gain vision on him for that 5 seconds and hopefully destroy him. And if Zeratul comes in before you realize him with your trait, you can also shield one of your members or yourself from being bursted down too quickly. So that gives you enough time for your team to react and hopefully shut him down as quick as possible. In this clip here, I do capture the watchtower and I do not have any vision on the Zeratul until I use my Oracle, and that gives me vision of him in the top lane and also around me, which is very good in team fights. The next way to counter Zeratul is picking Tyrael. Tyrael does have an amazing kit which does destroy Zeratul in my opinion. He has an ultimate which is called Judgment. He can use that ultimate to lock down a target every 80 seconds, and the target that does get locked down and the targets around it all get knocked back. And also this does damage as well. So that's a good way to lock down a Zeratul and hopefully burst him down. And he also has a talent at level 13 which is called Imposing Will, which gives him the ability to slow down any target that hits him in both ways of attack speed and movement speed. Zeratul would hit me and he will also lose the ability to move fast because he'll be drained to 50% of his movement speed for 2 seconds, and also his attack speed will be drained 50% as well. So that gives me enough time to hopefully destroy him or lock him down with my ultimate. As you see from these clips, I do showcase that. And be careful if Zeratul hasn't used his blink or his void prison. That could be a bad scenario for you. So you want to wait for him to use both of them so then you can use your ultimate and destroy him. The next way to counter Zeratul is picking a tank. Majority of tanks have a talent at level 16 which is called Imposing Presence. And once Zeratul attacks that target, he is slowed down with his attack speed by 50%. So that means it's going to be harder for him to single burst that target down. Honorable mention, the little dwarf with the axe has a level 1 talent that does slow melee assassins by 25% for 4 seconds with his thunderclap. If you guys love melee assassins and your Zeratul pick has been taken, you want to play another melee assassin, and this is another way to counter Zeratul is by playing Illidan. I know Illidan has one of the weakest win rates at the moment in this meta, but he does have an amazing kit as a melee assassin. He has the ability to hunt down his target with his ultimate, and that causes the target to be stunned for 1 second, also doing 150 damage, and the cooldown on that ability is every 60 seconds. So that's pretty much spammable within every fight you have in Heroes of the Storm. Also, Illidan does have an ability which is called Invasion, which makes his targets miss attacks or basic attacks on him for a couple of seconds. And if you also get that level 1 talent, you will be able to gain a shield in that form as well. So that's pretty good to stop a Zeratul that is taking a right-click build, which is one of the strongest builds at the moment. In this clip right here, I do use my Invasion after I engage on the enemy Zeratul, just in case to make him miss his attacks on me. And then as he blinks, I activate my hunt on that target to stun him and finish him off for the kill. The fifth way to counter Zeratul is by your own positioning. Yes, your own positioning. If you're in a lane, especially in a solo lane, and you're pushing it, you have to be careful. Always be around minions, so in case Zeratul comes up, he is forced to use his cleave instead of his spike first, because his spike does give him a slow, which also will help him to land those follow through attacks on that target. So you want to be around minions so he can't land his spikes on you. Also, every Zeratul player does roam early for those globes for regen master, so he'll be also ganking for kills as well for extra XP. So you want to dodge those spikes and be around minions so it's just hard for him to kill you and pick up globes hopefully. And that will lead to victory and surviving from that Zeratul pick. So that is the 5 ways to counter Zeratul in 3 minutes. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to my personal channel, which is BloodThirstyLord, for more crazy Australian gaming content. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.